today with a special flute. We are multicultural drama dance. We represent the young moms in the community. When we say multicultural, it includes everyone. We want to know our children's concern about their culture. We want to know their expectations. And that's what we do when we do our activities together. So I will implore everyone here to sit back and enjoy our little performance. Thank you. Anyway, my friend, I don't like that boy playing with the children. Have you noticed? He's quite strange.
The new boy?
The new boy, I mean.
Why has he been playing with our children for the last 2 weeks? What's not to like?
I just don't like him. I think he's of different culture. And it's easy to corrupt our children and our culture when they are not the same.
What did he do?
Just look at the way he plays with them.
What about it?
I just feel I don't like him. And I don't just want to know about him.
Okay, fair enough. We don't know anything about his parents or anything of that sort, but that's nothing to be worrying about. We need to find a common ground. You don't know who he is or what he could be in the future.
Yeah,
there's no reason for you to hate him.
You think so, my friend?
I think so.
That we all have something to offer.
Oh, do you know what my daughter told me? She said he likes dancing as well, just like they do.
Oh, that's so beautiful. She talked to you about it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what do we do together here?
I think we can do a little dance together.
She loves dancing, right?
He does.
Okay. What can moms do? Can I begin by acknowledging the traditional owner of the land which we meet? It is very important for us because 16 years ago in 2005, I was welcome here in the Noongar land, and I'm really proud to acknowledge the country, and especially on the Australian Day. So happy Australian Day to all the South Sudanese here. Yeah, happy Australian Day to all the South Sudanese here, and of course to our friends, and to all the other community members that are supporting us here today. Can I also give acknowledgement to my dear colleague, Member of Parliament, Member from Marabuka. So most of us, we know Janine Freeman. So Janine used to be the member from Marabuka. So our new Janine now is Meredith Ahmed. So Meredith, she's our new Janine. So she's a great person. If you have any inquiry, please feel free to go to Meredith and she will give you assistance. Can I also give acknowledgement to Jade? Jade is currently doing intern with the labor movement. So Jade, it's good to see you here. We need to train more young people to join the labor movement. Can I also give acknowledgement to our Joe Twanzama, the African community leader? Good to see you, brother. And can I also give acknowledgement to our, all the community leaders that are here? Especially I'll give acknowledgement to Martha Adao. She has been my great mentor since I was a little girl. She was my first teacher when I was in Kakuma refugee camp. So it's good to see you, Mama Adao. Can I give you acknowledgement to our president of the South Sudanese community, John Echek. John Echek Makir, can also give acknowledgement to Anna. Your leadership has been great, John, and I'm really proud of your leadership, so well done. Can I also give acknowledgement to all the attendees here today. It's good to see everybody to come on Australian Day and appreciate this beautiful country that we all welcome here. Can I give acknowledgement to Luz? Luz, that was a great speech, brother, because few weeks ago, I was invited to go and speak in front of 100 district court judges, 100 judges, and my conversation with the judges was based on our young people. And we as community, we have to be very alert and know that the number of our people, young people being in prisons is a big number, and we have to discuss these issues within the community. And I remember giving out my speech, and I said to the judges that our request and recommendation from our African community leaders, because I remember having a conversation with Joe and John, is to make sure that our community is involved when our kids are in trouble. And that was the request that I gave to the judges. And there are a lot of things that I have mentioned when I was giving out my speech, and one of them is that a lot of us people, we came to Australia, we came from a different system, and we don't understand how complex the legal system is here. And one of the issues that most of our young people face is that they don't have the support system, in terms of financial, because a lot of our young people, when they get in trouble, they go through the legal aid, and legal aid cannot take you to trial. And one of the biggest factors is, comprehension, because a lot of our people, we sometimes pretend to know something, especially the young one, but they don't have a proper understanding of what the requirement of the legal system. So, to me, as your member of parliament, I have the privilege to go and speak in front of those judges. And I was able to articulate even some of the example of the fact that when I came to Australia, I don't remember being told on how to know the legal system here. I remember the only thing that from the community members is receiving a fine bill in your letterbox, but in Africa we don't get fine bills. Another great example is that back home, when our neighbors, the kids are fighting on the street, we go and just move the kids on, but here if your child go and beat a neighbor kid, they will be criminal, they will be treated as criminals. So we have to really know how to train our kids in this society, because Australia is our new home. Can I also talk about the importance of unity? We as South Sudanese, we're a big number here in Western Australia. We live in Western Australia. We live in Australia. Australia is our home. And if Australia is our home,
we need to really focus on the political affairs in Australia, things that are really important for us as the community, for us to go forward, because at the end of the day, if we focus on the political affairs back home, I don't see any way forward, because here is our home, and also the importance of unity for us to achieve bigger things. You know, South Sudanese, we're a big community, and this is not our community. We need to be united. We need to be united as your local, as your member of parliament. I'm not your member of parliament. I'm a North Metro member of parliament, but of course my community is my priority as well, and I need to really say that, you know, we need to look at a way of us coming together as a community. We need to be united. And for me and people like Meredith to go to the ministerial offices and discuss of the important things that we can do within the community. So please, let's really work on how we can be unified and work with our leaders. It is something very important. I want to close by talking about our children. Again, I'm a mother. I have a 14-year-old. It is very easy for me to say I'm a role model to my son. You know, but the thing is, the friends outside of our kids, some of the kids, they don't know their way. So we as the community leaders, we need to really find a program where we can actually engage our young people and support them. Because you as a parent, if you're not a role model at home, if you're not trying your best, these kids, a lot of our kids, they're actually going through their own directions. And to me, as a member of parliament, my vision is to make sure that we need to work together as a community and see how we can actually really involve our young people. If it means that we really support them, if a child likes sport, engage them in sport. It's really important that we engage our kids, because if we don't engage them, they will be distracted behind the keyboards, because the game, you don't know what is going on. I remember when I went to one of the church, and one of the community leader mentioned the current situation of our young people being on social media. And most of our parents, especially I will give acknowledgement with my mother. My mother doesn't know what the kids do on behind the keyboard. So most of the time, you know, I tend to really come on board and support my younger siblings. So we as the community, especially our mothers, please, let's see what our kids are doing. Another thing as well that I would like to close with, I have visited a lot of schools during my time as a member of parliament, and there's a concern. We South Sudanese parents, we don't participate in our kids' activities. We don't participate. If a principal is calling you in school, or a deputy principal, please go, attend. It's really important that we can see the grades of our kids. It's really important to participate in schools. So look, I'm proud to be the first South Sudanese elected in any parliament in Australia. And I'm here to support my community, but at the same time, I have to support my electorate where I was elected. So please, let's work together and make our community a better place. Look, I don't have any further thing to talk about, but I will close by saying, please, let's get vaccinated, like Meredith Ahmed has mentioned before, because we do not want to be the community that is going to go through the bad wave. So please, let's get vaccinated. Let's get our kids vaccinated if they're eligible. So yeah, thank you for having me, John, and I'm proud to be a South Sudanese and happy Australian Day.